It's time for the final from virtual Homestead-Miami. I'm Rick James bringing you uninterrupted green flag action of all 51 laps from the South Florida Championship final. Tom Sears in the 18 to the inside of Thomas Andrews in the number 2 MGD Mazda on the front row for this race. Our two championship belligerents, Cody Pannell into the number 28 Red Bull Mazda, comes into this race with a 44-point lead over Jeremy Brio. Pennell almost didn't make the race. For Brio, it's a must-win situation, and Pennell must finish several spots behind. But anything is possible. The green flag is out, and we are racing from Homestead-Miami. Three wide for first place coming into turn number 4. Look at that. There you've got Tom Sears ahead of Donald Ray. Then Alex Simkowski in the 99 up in that second lane to his inside. Josh Garrison in the number 44. Mobile 1 Holden Mazda 4 wide for the position. There's contact right there. Sears immediately to the white line. Donald Ray to the inside, and there's a big collision just on lap number 2. Drivers sending it 4 wide into turn number 1. And what other outcome could you expect? And one of the two fast repairs already being burned up for these pilots. Eyes still on Texas Donald Ray, now stuck down pit road. Let's see. Well, I can tell you what brought out the accident in turn number 1. It was going 4 wide, but let's see how it unfolded. Cody Pannell in the 28, charging up the inside on lap number 2. Tom Sears with nowhere to go up that inside line. Let's have one more look. Oh, already the accident's happening here. There you see the 28 of Pennell. Let's go up a bit sooner here. On the right-hand side, 28 of Pennell to the inside, putting 2 tires to the inside of that white line. Drivers have been warned to not go to the inside of the white line. Let's have one more look and assess how Pennell made that pass to the inside of Tom Sears. He's got 2 tires below that white line on the entrance of turn number 1, making that pass on Tom Sears, and then the calamity unfolds behind him. And that's caution number 1 out at Homestead-Miami. So Cody Pannell leading this race. Jeremy Brio, his championship rival, sitting in that second position. Alex Simkowski rolling in third in the number 99 Hitachi Mazda, ahead of Stephen Doughton and Thomas Andrews, rounding out your top 5. Race continues from Homestead-Miami 4 laps in. But the lights are still on atop the pace truck, so we're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back for the resumption of the DI9 Designs ARC's Mazda Monday Final. Lights are out atop the pace car, getting ready to go green. Cody Pannell and Jeremy Brio side by side in the second corner. They're going to be restarting us 5 laps complete when we take that line. Dustin Painter now exiting pit road. Terry Gabbard leaving pit road. Tommy Withers, Donald Ray, Josh Garrison, Patrick Allen all caught up in that first accident, still getting their repair down pit road. And you can see drivers trying to fly back around to this pack. We'll see how that impacts this upcoming restart. Pennell, Brio, Simkowski, your top 3 when they come to this line. Pace truck peels off and we're going green this time by Brio and Pennell coming to the line 2 by 2, 6 rows deep with stragglers still coming up. Green flag is in the air and we're racing at Homestead. Cody Pannell leading Jeremy Brio, but now you've got to his inside, the 99 of Al Simkowski right behind him, and there goes to the front, the 74 of Jeremy Brio in that Red Bull test livery. 3 wide for second place behind him with Al Simkowski in the white 99 Hitachi car. Briefly dipping down to the inside, Thomas Andrews in the Miller Genuine Draft Mazda drafting with the 74 of Brio, but side draft coming from the 28 of Cody Pannell. 3 wide now for first place with the 20 of John Honeybrink on the outside. He takes that Gulf livery into the top 5 for the first time today, and he's up 13 places from where he started. Justin Williams in the number 8 Mazda puts in the fastest lap of the race with a 42.57 at the front. Pennell trying to defend his lead and his championship from Jeremy Brio. Honeybrink once again to the outside. He's got Stephen Downton following closely behind in the number 60 AutoNation Mazda, and behind him in the 52 Matt Heel, who has to avoid Simkowski's ferocious block. 3 wide with the 52 in the vacuum hole. Sears charging hard around the outside. Contact 1 time, 2 times. Tom Sears with another pirouette in turn number 1. Down to the apron with minimal damage, and turn 1 produces the same results for the Massachusetts native. Sears comes around and mostly undisturbed. The number 18 black, green striped MX-5 back under his own power. Sam Roberts in the number 15 America Mazda, just ahead of Dan Maddox, the Virginian, putting in the most fast lap of this race so far. 8 laps complete. Pennell leads everybody down to the line, throws a big block to the outside to Matthew Heel, and a little bit of contact into 1. To the inside now comes the 74 of Jeremy Brio, just edging out the Georgian Pennell for the lead, and he is your new leader just for the moment. To his inside, Thomas Andrews trying to get the spot back from Brio. Wide with Matthew Heel suffering the consequences, sliding back from the top 3 all the way to the 8th position, and it's a never-ending 2 and 3 wide situation at the front of this race. But Brio finally has a moment of respite in car 74. The 28 of Cody Pannell, however, has been using that side draft very Earnhardt-like in the beginning of this race, and it's paying off. Car 28 on the outside with help from John Honeybrink, looking to take the lead and secure this Mazda Monday title. If you've recently joined us, I'm Rick James. Fans in the chat cheering for their drivers. Garrison Girl 2992 says, "Let's go Garrison." Warp Lotus in the chat hyping himself up, and Mad Duck saying, not appearing online, that was before the stream, but here we are, we're online, we're live. 10 laps now complete at Homestead-Miami. Drivers should be able to go about 25 laps on 1 tank of fuel. Expect that pit window, if it goes green from here, to be about 25 laps. So we should see green flag pit stops approximately at lap 30, but that's quite a long distance from here. Patrick Allen in the number 45 MX-5, Pink Floyd-inspired MX-5. Slow on the outside line. Will he cause problems for the field behind him? There's Allen on the outside, and here comes that cavalry. Allen, not just another brick in the wall. He could be a very dangerous moving chicane if he doesn't keep his line to himself while the leaders fight ferociously for first place. On the outside remains Cody Pannell with Jeremy Brio to the inside in car 7-4. Contact from Honeybrink. There goes the championship leader into the wall. Matt Heel collected, and he goes spinning, lights flashing in the distance, and that Red Bull Mazda comes to a halt, and Wings couldn't save him here. Nothing could stop that one from happening, but the bumper of Honeybrink, which may be the catalyst in all this, will have a review, and you can see Cody Pannell in desperate need of a fast repair. The right front wheel disconnected, the front bumper non-existent, and crumpled up like an 8.3 ounce can of energy drink. The number 28 MX-5 will come down pit road for some much needed repair. Let's go back and see what brought out caution number 2. With Honeybrink now. This is the lap prior. Let's see if we can have a look at the active accident. Oh, there's some extracurricular contact with Simkowski. One more look from the nose of Honeybrink. Possibly a little bit of bump drafting that may have caused that accident. The 28 of Cody Pannell coming into this race with a 44-point lead that he needs to maintain. It's a must-win situation for the 74 of Jeremy Brio, who's come down pit road for tires and for fuel. Brio, with one win this season, has proven he can get the job done. Cody Pannell now has to play defense. With 2 wins this season, we know Pennell can win, but can he defend? He's going to have to be methodical. Brio rolls away with a cleaner looking car than that of his championship rival. Connecticut's Thomas Andrews goes to the lead in the number 2 MGD MX-5. Let's have a word with our good friend COT Tommy, see if we can see how he's feeling this evening. Thomas Andrews, Rick James, you got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Sitting at the front in the number 2 MGD Mazda, but in practice, we were watching you guys, and just the word plate racing, Daytona, Talladega was thrown out. Man, it looks like a plate track out there. Are you guys at least having fun?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't get any practice because I got home just in time for the race, so my first lap was qualifying. And Twisted told me just hold it to the floor. So, yeah, it feels like Daytona out there. It's a lot of fun. You know, those last couple laps, we were beating each other's back bumpers off. And hopefully we're putting on a good show for everybody watching at home.
The fans at home are hyped. The people in the chat are getting in here. Creative Mind just followed recently, so shout out to Creative Mind. Do you think you've got what it takes to win this race? And I know that's such a long shot because really it seems predictable that this race is going to be won on a last lap pass, but you got the wheels to win it. What do you think?
I think I got a shot at it for sure. As long as I keep my nose clean and hold on to those fast repairs, I think I'll be in good shape. I think a lot of guys exhausted their fast repairs already, so just going to try to keep the nose clean, and let's see if the last 10 laps I'll be up there.
We're cheering for you, buddy. That brings us to the most important question of the evening, Thomas Andrews. What's your favorite kind of burger?
Just plain cheeseburger. I'm good.
Hey, you know, the man likes it simple. Hopefully that's enough to
Very
get the win,
simple.
buddy. Keep the shiny side up, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thomas Andrews ready to play once again, and we're ready to bring you all the images. Lights are out atop the pace truck. Everybody in their more or less organized lines. We're going to restart on lap 17 of 51. Once again, a big shout out to Creative Mind following. Thomas Andrews leading the race in the number 2 with Stephen Downton to his outside. The Plainfield, Illinois native trying to get his first win this season. Then it's John Honeybrink rocking the Gulf colors today. The number 20 Mazda MX-5 going to be starting on the inside of row number 2. To his back end right now is Kobe Roberts, but to his outside is going to be Dan Maddox, straggling a bit. We're wondering if there's someone here that's meant to take that spot. We'll see. Then Jeremy Brio in the number 74. Again, in a must-win situation. And his championship rival could not be closer. Cody Pannell right to his inside as we're getting ready to go green. Thomas Andrews leading the race. The field comes off 4 with the Homestead-Miami Sunset just off to their right-hand side, waiting for that signal. Green flag is out. To the inside with a hard-charging Honeybrink on the outside in the number 20 Gulf Machine. Andrews leaving a little bit of space on the white line. Then behind him, Kobe Roberts in the number 22 Pennzoil car. Third in line sits Justin Williams in the number 8. And then you've got Miami's Ryan Pennell, born just about an hour north in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Pennell rocking the natural light number 12 Mazda MX-5. And then it's his cousin Cody behind him, blinking from the race leader Thomas Andrews. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. But Ryan Pennell in this race right now, his highest ranking so far, position number 6. He started 6 places back in the 12th position. Car number 12 hoping to be position number 1 by the time the checkered flag flies. John Honeybrink struggles to make the outside work yet again, falling behind Kobe Roberts, but this time he's got help from Simkowski in the 60. Let's ride along with Stephen Downton in the 60. Tom Sears goes purple. 41-25 for the race, and the Massachusetts native involved in 2 accidents, but still no luster on his shine. He leads the fastest lap competition, I suppose. He's got the fastest lap so far with a 41-25. Kobe Roberts sent to the inside and well slow on the inside line. Not good at all. Let's see what just happened with Kobe Roberts. Bama Trama in the chat. How are you, ma'am? Let's have a look. Well, this is the lap prior. Let's see if we can find out a little bit closer what happened with Kobe Roberts. Roberts already slow there, so not sure what happened at all. Back to live pictures. It's a drag race for the lead out of turn number 2. You've got Tom Sears to the inside of John Honeybrink. Honeybrink now edging Sears into turn number 3 with help from the 60 of Stephen Downton. 3 wide for the 3rd position behind them. And now look at Pennell, Downton, and the 44 of Garrison on the high line trying to make it work, and it does look like a plate race. 3 wide, 2 rows deep from 3rd on back, and everybody wants every inch of racetrack they can grab. 30 laps to go next time by. Thomas Andrews leading with Justin Williams behind him on the inside line. John Honeybrink on the outside in the number 20 Gulf Machine. Josh Garrison making all those moves in the number 44. Honeybrink again edging into that 3rd corner. Garrison in that 44 car, 2 laps down, but he is working so hard to get every lap back that he can. Terry Gabbard, the first car and only car 1 lap down. Then Josh Garrison would be the next car to get a lap back. So Garrison is in lap back position, or at least on deck, to get that wave around. 30 laps to go. Thomas Andrews does not relent off the inside line with a very tough John Honeybrink to his outside. Always a drag race. There goes Brio down to the inside. Jeremy Brio all the way down to the inside. Still hard on the throttle with Tommy Withers in the number 6 Sega Mazda. On the outside, the 45 of Patrick Allen losing control of his Pink Floyd Mazda, trying to make it another brick in the wall. Now drafting up behind Tom Sears in that 18. Sears following the 44 of Garrison on the high side with Honeybrink leading the 3-wide charge into turn 1. Stephen Doughton behind him in that 60. Garrison not relenting on the top side of the track, rim riding, carrying all that speed down the back straight. It's Josh Garrison, Tom Sears, Patrick Allen, the 3 cars on the high side. Headed into turn number 3, you've got Thomas Andrews in the 2. Then you've got Honeybrink to the outside, 3 wide for the top spot. Garrison coming down to that middle lane. Will they survive out of the corner? Everybody makes it through clean and green. Andrews to the inside with Honeybrink giving no room there. Thomas Andrews leaving just an inch or 2 of space, giving Williams a reason to go low. Fighting off the charge, Andrews bounces off of that apron. You saw the car lose control, and he kept that car well in check. Great move by Thomas Andrews. Let's run that back just a bit. I want to see his hands just coming out of the corner. That looked hairy. Oh, you see the counter steering right there, instinctual, and he keeps it moving. At the front, Thomas Andrews in the 2, ahead of Justin Williams, getting a hard shove, getting backed up there. Hard push from Ryan Pennell in the 12. Justin Williams in the 8 keeps his line. Everybody keeps their nerve tensing up, waiting to breathe out of the next corner. Andrews still leading. Ryan Pennell getting into the 8 of Justin Williams, just a bit too friendly-like, and it almost cost a lot of race cars. Gorgeous 3-wide action from Homestead-Miami. Drivers trying to find out where to go. Look at the side drafting there. Hard hit from Justin Williams to Thomas Andrews, forcing the 12 of Ryan Pennell to check up. Everybody's got to slow down there, and for the second lap in a row, bump drafting becomes an issue for some of these drivers. Josh Garrison now on the high side. 4 cars making their charge with Dan Maddox leading in the number 10 Red Bull entry. Terry Gabbard all the way in the back getting a draft from Kobe Roberts. The number 4 trying to draft up to the 22, and the 10 of Dan Maddox leading the top side run. Outside goes Texas' Donald Ray in the number 5. Ray to the outside of John Honeybrink, trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Stephen Doughton right up to the 5 of Donald Ray, but Ray holding his line rock steady in the number 5 Blue Monster Energy Mazda with help from Dan Maddox. Let's ride along with the Texan. Ray getting a good push down the back straight, but he needs a side draft. So far, we've seen just the inside and middle line working great for these drivers. That top side seems to have a bit of trouble getting going, but with enough cars, it's going to work. You see Tommy Withers in the number 6, Sonic the Hedgehog Mazda on the outside line, 4 wide for the second, now third position as John Honeybrink slides back through the track. Honeybrink trying to side draft off of the 2, and you saw he lost a bit of control of his race car. Back to the sky. Look at this mess headed into 3. And there they're wrecking behind him. Tom Sears was involved. A couple of cars got loose. They're still running green at the front. Doughton not sure where to go. Honeybrink in the 20. Now drafting off of Tommy Andrews in the 2 car. Caution comes out for the 3rd time today. And everybody can breathe. 23 laps remain in South Florida. So let's see what happened here. The yellow flag coming out because of a bunch up in turn number 3. Let's find out what happened. So this is headed into turn number 1, obviously. They're 3 wide here. Let's go to the blimp and see if we can find out what happened. There's the 4 wide. Let's go back just a bit further. Keep your eye on the Gulf Racing colors of John Honeybrink. The orange and blue car in the middle lane. And you can see no more right side mirror for Thomas Andrews. Honeybrink losing speed. And watch back here. Let's go to Tom Sears. There you can see the checkup from Ryan Pennell having to lose speed. It started with Dan Maddox, Donald Ray, contact from the 45. Tom Sears almost getting collected again. One more look. Let's focus on Dan Maddox in the 10. Looks like he was bump drafting with Donald Ray and Josh Garrison. Three or 4 cars involved in that recent contact. Warp Lotus says, oh man, what a race, and what a race indeed. We're going to be restarting inside the final 20 laps of action. We're going to take a 60-second break and come back with the last 20 laps from virtual Homestead-Miami. Don't go anywhere. Cody Pannell, the championship leader, will have the green flag and control of the restart when we come back. Lights are out atop the Chevy Silverado pace truck. Cody Pannell, the championship leader, on the inside of Jeremy Brio, his championship rival. This is going to be something special. Number 1 and number 2 in the championship. Only one can come out as the winner of DI9 Designs Mazda Monday. Let's have a very brief word with Cody Pannell. Cody Pannell, Rick James, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Quick thoughts before green, buddy. You got the wheels to win this race?
I hope so. It's going to be a crazy finish trying to keep everybody behind me, so hopefully we'll give the viewers a show.
Brio is in a must-win situation. Are you more concerned with finishing or more concerned with making sure Brio doesn't win?
I'm more concerned with finishing. I'll let people go if I start noticing them get super aggressive.
The cautious plan. I like it, buddy. Most important question of the evening, Cody Pannell. What's your favorite kind of burger?
I'm going to have to go with the Whopper from Burger King.
You know what? You got it. Maybe you have a big old Burger King logo on the car next year, buddy. Best of luck. Keep the shiny side up.
All right, appreciate it, Rick.
Cody doesn't have a shiny side. Cody's got a matte blue paint scheme. Green flag's out at Homestead. Sun sets further along the racetrack. Tom Sears on the high side trying to get as much sunshine as possible, but that's not where the speed is. Kobe Roberts blinking incessantly on the inside line. Cody Pannell leading in that 28 car. Everybody hoping to avoid the 22 of Roberts, continuing to blink furiously in that middle line behind the 6-0 of Stephen Downton. Championship leader Cody Pannell leading his first few laps of this race. There's Jeremy Brio in the 74 on the outside of Thomas Andrews, with John Honeybrink starting to fill that position. On the outside line, you've got Tom Sears drafting with the 44 of Josh Garrison. Matt Heel in the middle lane in the number 52 Fanatec Mazda. 17 to go this time by Pennell with control, but here comes Brio. He's got help from Downton. Kobe Roberts in the 22, despite the blinking, still carrying speed and bump drafting down this front straight. What a season it's been. This is the 6th and final round of DI9 Designs ARC's Mazda Mondays, but the magic doesn't stop here. The fun doesn't stop here. We will have season 2 of ARC's Mazda Mondays, the 2 of Thomas Andrews, with some sparks and some fireworks in the season finale. 3 wide for second, almost 4 wide for third behind them. Stephen Downton in the number 60, leading that hornet's nest, to quote repeat 1975, and they furiously funnel into turn 1. Thomas Andrews leading out of 2. Cody Pannell to the outside. Justin Williams third in line on the bottom side. He's in that 8 red, white, and black car. That's the 99 of Al Simkowski, almost getting way too out of shape with help from the 12 of Ryan Pennell. Now it's the 60 of Stephen Downton, who looks unsettled behind the 74 of Jeremy Brio. The 22 of Kobe Roberts starting to ride in the wake of car number 60. 22 getting closer. Here comes the bump draft. Roberts relenting. Heel catching up to the 22 just out of frame on the bottom side. Cody Pannell edging Tommy Withers into turn number 1. Here comes help from John Honeybrink in the 20. We saw how this ended last time. The 2 gets upset. He has to check up. Here come the Red Bull cars on the outside. The 28 of Pennell, the 74 of Withers. The bottom side has to check up from Honeybrink's bump drafting. Honeybrink looking to the inside. Justin Williams not relenting off the backside, and now riding along right up to the 74. That's Stephen Downton in the AutoNation Mazda with Kobe Roberts behind him. 3 wide for the 5th position. Matthew Heel on the top side. Al Simkowski side drafting off of car number 60. Lucky number 13 laps to go in South Florida. Thomas Andrews leads into 1. T. Lockhart in the chat earlier says, looking good, Rick. Have a great stream. Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Send my love to your family. I'm sure I'll be talking to you extremely soon. Cody Pannell now on the outside. He does not have to win this race to get the championship, but what a way to cap off his hat trick and get the inaugural Mazda Monday title he would love to defend in Season 2 for Car 74. Jeremy Brio, it is a must-win situation. He's not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but with the 28 doing so relatively well at this moment, it's starting to look bleak. It's going to be a dozen laps remaining next time by. Pennell on the outside, getting a hard push from Jeremy Brio in car 74. Honeybrink in the 20, getting squirrely again. Possibly some heavy bump drafting from Justin Williams in car number 8. Brio second in line on the outside. Now has Al Simkowski in car 99, helping him along. That Hitachi Mazda MX-5 being backed up by Steve Downton. Downton creeps down onto Massachusetts. Thomas Sears back up into this top line. Everybody checking up, and look at the outside line move. Cody Pannell, with big help from Jeremy Brio in car 74, gets right down to the door of Thomas Andrews, but Andrews does not give up that inside line. That's been the bread and butter for the Connecticut driver tonight. Out of the fourth corner, Cody Pannell now behind Thomas Andrews, but only in running order. Pennell now ahead of Thomas Andrews, but he loses it instantly into turn one. Look at the three wide simultaneously for second and third. Now fifth behind them, the 22 of Cody Roberts, backing right up to the bumper of Matthew Heel. Now the Miami native, the Fort Lauderdale native, Ryan Pennell, blinking in the 12 car on that inside line. And as the laps wind down, the drivers get ever closer. Everybody has a chance to win it still. Fewer than 15 miles remains in this season finale. The sun almost completely set, the lights illuminating Homestead-Miami Speedway as the championship final comes to its final few circuits. 3 and 4 wide now, just like a plate race, with 4-cylinder Mazdas at full throttle around this circuit. Thomas Andrews has lived on that inside line all night long. Cody Pannell looking to cap off his potential championship season with a win. John Honeybrink in the number 20 Gulf Mazda has been on the giving end of a couple of incidents tonight. The 20 needs to be wary of where he puts that front bumper. Pennell getting even closer to Andrews. Now Honeybrink again on the back bumper of Andrews, and it's starting to get a bit uncomfortable at the front for car number 2 via the bumper of car number 20. Honeybrink in the Gulf Racing colors once again giving a hard bump to Andrews in the 2. There's Pennell in the 20 getting as close as he can. It will be 8 laps to go this time by. Thomas Andrews continues to lead in that number 2. Cody Roberts getting a bit of a push to the high side, and there goes Roberts, and it's happening. Big crash out of turn number 2. Cody Roberts, Josh Garrison, Patrick Allen, Matthew Heel, Justin Williams, who had been running in the top 5 all night long. Tommy Withers comes around in the number 6 Sonic the Hedgehog Mazda. There in the distance are the remnants of what used to be Matthew Heel's perfectly functioning MX-5. And the Sega Sonic the Hedgehog Mazda survives. Sparks being kicked up ahead from surely another car that needs repair. A car that's blinking on the racetrack, actually. Caution number 4 flies, and we're going to restart inside the final 5 laps. Let's see what brought out the most recent caution of the night. Matthew Heel behind the 22 of Cody Roberts. You saw the 22 just get pushed up a little bit. Roberts had to check up. Heel, with 8 laps to go, it's really hard to ask somebody to check up. Let's have a closer look. The 22 got squirrely. He checked up. The 52 checked up as well, but really wanted to get as close as possible, give him a great push, and that's all she wrote for multiple cars. Matthew Heel, Patrick Allen, Justin Williams, Cody Roberts, Josh Garrison, Stephen Downton, all involved in that most recent accident. Cody Pannell staying out into the number 28 MX-5 with Thomas Andrews behind him. So we're going to get the restart inside the final 5 laps of action. We're going to take one final break to assure that we're ad-free all the way to the end. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the conclusion of the championship final. It's DI9 Designs Mazda Monday. Back at iRacing's Homestead-Miami Speedway, we've come to the conclusion of round number 6, and we've come, sadly, to the conclusion of DI9 Design's Mazda Monday, but we will be back in spring of 2022 with Season 2 and 6 more races. I'd love to see this one back on the schedule in one form or another. What a race it's been. Cody Pannell at the front with Thomas Andrews to his outside. It's going to be 4.5 miles to decide the winner. Cody Pannell, not out of the woods yet. He could still finish. He could wreck and finish in the 20th position and lose this championship. Let's go racing and find out. 3 to go at Homestead. Pennell, a good line on the inside with Thomas Andrews following on that outside line. John Honeybrink in the 20, backed up to Jeremy Brio's black and white zebra striped bumper. The 99 of Al Simkowski in the Hitachi Mazda looking to the outside for a draft partner. Here comes Pennell with a big push from Brio in 7-4. Thomas Andrews on the inside line again, just leaving enough daylight for Cody Pannell to get a bumper to him. 3 miles remain when they cross this line. 2:28.74, your top 3. Jeremy Brio sitting third in line. It's 2 laps to go, and they're wrecking behind a massive, massive wreck. Coming to 2 laps to go. Al Simkowski got a piece of that one. Patrick Allen, Justin Williams involved again. Dan Maddox got a piece of that accident. Well, let's go back and see what happened this time. They were having a fantastic run up to lap number 50. Honeybrink again involved in this one. Let's see again. Let's go back just a bit further. This is out of turn number 2, so we're a bit too far now. They're already wrecking. Let's run this back and see what exactly happened. So it looks like the 99 and the 20 just racing hard for position. The 99 comes up off the bottom. The 20 of Honeybrink may have gotten loose out of 4. Let's go into the cockpit view and have a look. They're coming to 2 to go. This is John Honeybrink coming to 2 to go. Already too late here. Let's have another look. One last look here. All right, really the last look. Let's go all the way back. Just gave it too much input coming out of turn number 4, trying to get close on Simkowski. There goes Simkowski. There goes Maddox to the inside. Dustin Painter in the number 15 Doritos machine getting squeezed. The 65 Doritos machine. North Carolina's Dustin Painter getting unnecessarily involved in that accident. You can still see the scrapes on the front bumper there. And that's actually the race. It says the checkered flag is out, so Thomas Andrews is the winner of the race. No green, white, checkered this time by. Thomas Andrews wins the race. And that's actually going to be it. We were expecting a green, white, checkered finish, and apparently we're not. That one's definitely 1,000% on me. I will let me publicly take blame for not putting a green, white, checkered finish. I organized the race. I messed it up. Thomas Andrews in first, trying to burn a donut in that Mazda quite unsuccessfully. Cody Pannell finishes second. He's your series champion. Jeremy Brio in third, doing donuts. And oh man. Oh, I really screwed this one up. All right, well, what a way to end the season. Let's get the drivers on the podium. Wow, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Okay, well, that made up for me screwing up the end of the race. Let's go to the podium and talk to our top 3. On the podium now with our top three, starting with third place, Jeremy Brio in the number 74 Red Bull Mazda. Bronze medal, Jeremy, second place in the championship. 6 races down, buddy. How was your season?
Oh, it was pretty good. All considering, getting completely killed at Bristol and whenever Laguna Seca happened where I blew the motor on the last lap. But it's been fun. It was a lot of fun. I hope we do this again. But congratulations to Cody. Hell of a season by him. He had 2 wins, so awesome to bring it home for Team Sideswipe.
Great job for Jeremy finishing third today. He's going to finish second in the championship. Let's go to our second place finisher, and actually, you know what? We'll talk to him last. Thomas Andrews, our race winner in the number 2 MGD Mazda. Well, Tommy, my screw-up caused you to win this race. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, I guess it's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Well, first win of the season, man, so now you got to come back.
Second.
Second
I
win.
got
Is
Bristol
that really?
too.
Low,
yeah, I got lucky
okay.
at Bristol too.
All right. So second win of the season. So now you've got to come back and try to go 2 in a row and win the first race of Mazda Monday Season 2.
Gonna have to, man. This was a blast. I got to really thank Jonathan Holmbrink there for that push. I mean, he was pushing the heck out of me pretty much half the race. He's one of the best plate drivers out there. So anytime I get on a plate track, I try to hook up with him. And if he was in front of me, I would have pushed him, and I would just happen to be in front of him. So, got to thank him. Also, Cody and Jeremy, they were racing really hard on the outside. That was fun for that whole section there until we had that yellow. But it was a blast. I had a great time this season.
I'm glad you had fun, Tommy. We'll see you back for Season 2. Congratulations on the race win.
Thanks, sir.
Now let's go to our second place finisher and season champion, Cody Pannell. 6 races down, 2 wins, and the inaugural Mazda Monday Championship, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. I appreciate you putting this on. It was a blast.
And we got Season 2 coming up in 2022, buddy. I don't think it's any surprise, but we're all expecting you back to come defend your title.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back. These cars are, like I said, they're a blast. They're kind of an equalizer, especially on tracks like that. Everybody's on an equal playing field, so that makes it a lot more fun. And I got to thank Team Sideswipe, for just being there all season. And that was a good battle with Jeremy to the end. I almost missed the race tonight. I was a little under the weather today and almost slept straight through it, and I think that would have cost me the championship. So shout out to Sideswipe for calling me there and getting me out here on the sim.
Hey, it's been a wonderful season. It's been a joy watching you over the last 6 weeks, man. We're gonna see you throughout the rest of November, the rest of the holiday season, racing with ARCs. We'll see you in January for A-Rock, and of course, we'll see you back in Season 2 for Mazda Mondays. Congratulations again on the championship.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Rick, and thanks to you for broadcasting as well. You had a huge part in this, and I think the results speak for themselves. It was a great time.
Well, that's going to do it for another successful season of ARCs Racing. Cody Pannell comes away with the championship, 239 points to his name. Jeremy Brio second in the championship with 190. Tom Sears going to get the bronze medal with 163 points this season. It's been an absolute privilege and my esteemed thanks to DI9 Designs, the Chase Elliott custom graphic design page, not affiliated with Hendrick Motorsports or Chase Elliott. Follow and DM them for more details and use code DI9 Designs for free shipping on your diecast and merch orders over $20 on CircleBDiecast.com. Another brilliant season. Tomorrow night, Rick James TV will be doing the Turn Down for What Xfinity Series. Get ready for that. Thursday night, we're going to have My Cricket Makes Trucks. But until that next race, everybody, please stay safe. Do take care of